What's going on, guys? So in today's video I'm going to share with you a cool little trick you can do with text. We're going to use the text as a mask, and we're going to place another image inside of that, and we're going to reveal certain bits of the image outside of the text. Okay, let's get started. So first thing I'm going to do is going to grab the text tool, and I'm just going to draw out an F. And just put that anywhere you like for the moment. I'll just center that for the sake of doing so. Okay, so the idea today is I'm going to draw a flower, and we're going to put the flower inside of this text so it's masked and we can't see anything outside of it. But then we're also going to reveal certain bits of the flower sticking out. So it's a very cool looking effect, and you can do this with any kind of picture you like. So we'll just quickly draw a flower so you can see what it is I'm trying to demonstrate. So first of all, I'm just going to draw out a circle. I'm going to hold down shift just to keep that proportion perfect. And I'll colour that in a moment. For now, we're just going to grab this tear shape right there. I'm just going to try and draw some leaves on it. That'll be fine. Okay, I'm just going to rotate that round and just place that where I want it. So around there is fine. And I'll turn that off for a moment. What we need to do now is we want to rotate around this circle here. So in order to do that, you're going to come back up here to your toolbar at the top, and you choose this transform origin right there, the circle with a cross. And you see this little circle in the center of that. Now we're just going to drag it down and place it in the center of this circle. And now we can rotate this all the way around that circle, as you can see. So I'm just going to undo that quickly. Okay, so what I need to do now is duplicate this. So we're going to hit Command C and Command J, and now we've got another copy over here, as you can see. So now we're going to rotate this one just as far as you want it. For me, about there is fine. So once you're happy with your placement, all I want you to do now is hit Command J several times so it goes all the way around the circle, just like this. There we go. So there's the top of the flower. And now I'm going to group all this one. Just hit Command G. And we can change the colour of this if you like. So I'm just going to grab this fill tool over here. I'm just going to drag that down there. I'm going to come up here and change the colours. I think we'll have yellow. And a darker yellow perhaps. That'll be fine for the demonstration. And next thing we want to do is draw the rest of the flower. So I'm going to grab the pencil tool, and I'm going to change the stroke to that green. That'll be fine. And I'm just going to remove the fill, and then we're just going to draw a random shape. It's going all the way down. Something like that is fine. And I think that might need to be a little bit thicker, so we just bring up the width in the stroke. So 18 is fine. And then we're just going to drag this one behind that one. There we go. And next thing we want to do is just draw some leaves. So we'll do that again with the tear shape right there. Just drag that out. But we want to change that stroke now to the fill. So let's come over here. We turn off the stroke and we put the fill on instead. And then we're just going to turn this around. And maybe make that a little bit bigger. And then place this roughly where you want it. So that's fine. I'm just going to hit Command C and Command V to make a copy. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to flip horizontally. Drag that over to this side. And I'm going to convert this one to curves just up here so we can just change the shape a little bit. And come up here to the node tool on your left hand side. And we're just going to drag this down just a little bit, just to make it a little bit different to the other side. And just play with that shape till you're happy with it. And see how that looks. Okay, that isn't too bad. So that generally is the flower done. I'm just going to group these three green parts together. Command G. I'm going to come onto the effect. And I'm going to give it a gradient overlay. And we're just going to choose the green again. So go for that colour green there and a bit darker down this side. So that is fine. And I'm going to group these together as well. Okay, so what we're going to do next is I think I'm going to give that a drop shadow. So let's go down to the effects and up to outer shadow, and probably 3 pixels on the radius and 3 pixels on the offset, and we'll see how that looks. That looks fine. I'm quite happy with that. So quickly, I want to make another copy of this one. So Command C, Command V to paste it. Just going to drag that over there for the moment, make that a little bit smaller, and I want to come in and change the color of the yellow on this one. So go back over to our fill tool, and we're just going to change these colors here that we originally had. Just going to change it to red perhaps. So red at the top and a bit darker red underneath. So that is fine. And I think we're going to flip that horizontally as well, just to make it a little bit different from the other one. Okay, so now we've got our 2 flowers here. We've got our red and our yellow. What we're going to need to do now is mask them inside of this shape. So if we start to line up where we want these to go, so going to make that one a bit smaller. And I think that's fine for that one. And it's going to bring in this red one, going to make you a little bit smaller than what you are. Maybe turn you a little bit. And possibly have you around there. Okay, so now we've got it like this. We want these to sit inside of this F here, so we can't see anything outside of it. So in order to do that now, I want you to come to the letter F that we created. I want you to make a copy of that by Command C, Command V to paste. And once we're on this copied version, I want you to come up here to convert to curves, hit that button. And once we've got this curve that we just created, I need you to come up here and turn off both your fill and your stroke. So neither one of them have got any color. So once we've done that, it's now become invisible. So if we turn off the letter underneath it, you can't see anything. So what we've got to do now we created this curve is we just got to drag both of these inside of here. So just bring it down and we're just going to indent it. So come over to your right until the bar moves in just a little bit and let it go. So as you can see now, it's inside of the text. So this is stage 1 of what we're doing. So stage 2 and the final part is we want to start revealing certain bits of the leaves and so on and the other flower over here. So to do that, very simple, just come back onto your main curve, which is this one at the top. So just ignore both of your flowers inside it. And we're going to come all the way over to the left hand side. We're going to grab this node tool, and all we have to do now is start making a few little points, and we're just going to start dragging it out. And it's going to start revealing other parts that we want to reveal in the image. You can bring that all the way around and reveal as much as you like. And we're going to do one over here. So that one there, let's drag that one up as well to reveal that. And we'll place one here so we can reveal that one there. And I think that is everything I want to show on this. So if we come onto your arrow key and come off it, you can see how cool that actually looks. And just to make it a little bit better, we can also put a drop shadow on that F. Give that 3 pixels as well. And if you want, you can put a gradient over that F as well. And just choose any kind of colors that you want personally. So that'll do just to demonstrate. So yeah, that's a cool little effect as you can see. And you can just do this across the whole text that you want to write if you want to. So I meant to select all of that there. Just move it over. You could generally write out flowers, for instance, and you could put it in each one of the letters. It's just as simple as that. If you want me to quickly demonstrate on another letter, we'll just drag out an L as well. And at this point, we've already done these, so it's quite simple. All we've got to do is just create another copy of the L and convert it to the curve. Then we just got to make it invisible like we did before with no color on either one of them. We can come over here and we can select both of these by holding Command, and we make a copy of that with Command C. Back up to the curve, and then we Command V to paste them. And then we're just gonna drag the copied versions over, and we just drop that one, sorry, back into that curve that we just created. And we're back to square one of where we just started. So we're just gonna resize this now to be better fit for this one. So we could put it like that, and we just find our red one, and we'll just bring that in down there, for instance, perhaps make it a little bit bigger. And the same goes as before. Now we just grab that node tool, and we can generally just start bringing parts of the image in that you want to keep. And just creating more and more points wherever you want to in order to make sure you got all your image out of there. Just like that. And we'll put one there, and we're going to remove both of these sides, so we can just drag that one out as well. So there's a letter L done as well, and we can just simply come in here if you want to, and you can just grab that fill tool again and just start to change the colors on this one that we did before. So this time we'll have blue, for instance. So that flower can be blue, and then we'll do the same over here on the red one. Just make sure you're on your fill tool, and then you just got to go in and change the colors. So this one could be purple, for instance. And we can just do the same thing with the L that we did before. Just give it a different color, for instance, to whatever you want it to be. Just give it that orange. Or we can change it to a gradient if you want to. Have that orange there, and maybe a little bit brighter at the bottom, or darker, whichever you want to go for. And once again, we just come in and we whack that drop shadow on that too. We've got that 3 pixels on the radius and the 3 pixels on the offset. Hit enter. And there you go. That is a pretty cool effect, which I'm sure most of you can make use of. You are not restricted to using flowers in here. You can put in anything you like. You can simply put a whole different image in there. You can start drawing characters or cartoon animals and have their heads sticking out of one side while they're masked on the other. So I hope you found this useful, guys, and you can make something creative out of it. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe. I've got a lot more videos coming this year, so hit that notification bell to keep up to date with all my latest stuff. And for now, guys, I'll see you in the next video.